I created this spaceship in Blender. Now I've exported it to NVIDIA Omniverse, and now we're going to walk through it in VR. Sick. So I'm working on an animated web series, and I want this to be one of the key locations in the script. So we've brought into NVIDIA Omniverse because that's where I'm going to be rendering the animation. But I figured, hey, let's jump into VR and let's just go for a walk around and see what the actual ship looks like. So for me, I'm probably about 3-4 meters away from the ship at the moment. So the perspective on the screen distorts the image quite a bit. I am going to go ahead and stand back and just admire the ship a little bit. It looks really nice. Now, I'm not using any PBR shaders at the moment. These are all texture maps, and I've textured it using the DreamUV methodology, the DreamUV way. Now, I've got a link in the description on how to do all that, and also a Patreon to these custom DreamUV textures. So if you want to get them, go download that, check that out. But actually just walking around the ship, let's have a look at the engines real quick. I do want to rework these. I think these could look a lot better, but let's not get too concerned about that. This cockpit, I'm not a fan of in the slightest. I do not like those chairs. So those chairs are going to have to be redone. They just look ugly as, and I think I can do a better job. But for now, let's go through. We'll go in through the back way. Shush. Up the ramp. I mean, that's pretty cool. I do like this mechanism. So in Blender, they're all animated, so the doors will actually open and close. Maybe that's something I could look into using the action editor. Maybe we actually have a button here that I can push using the remote, and that'll close the door. Look at that shadow. Right. Oh, even the shadow on the ground. What? That's nice. Anyway, back into here. My head is pretty much touching. I think, there we go. So not much distance. So this is actually pretty claustrophobic. Now walking through, I can see that I've stuffed up the texture here. That's not right. But all these look schmick as. We can see an issue right here where I've got this air vent going into the light, and I'm pointing because I can even see my hand. Idiot. That's something that's going to need to be fixed up. And also for one of the scenes, I actually need to be able to remove one of these panels. Because there's a bit in there in episode 2. So if we come in, I think it might be lagging in here. I'm not too sure why it's lagging. I think it could be the console. There's just too much geometry here. But this is kind of meant to be the sleeping quarters. It might be the lights that are slowing the render down. I'm not sure, but that's something I'm going to have to play with. The glass there as well. Oh boy, that's choppy as. Let's get out of here. Now the other cool thing as well, let's just kind of go out. Definitely, I think I might have to play with the action editor a little bit. Because, I mean, you know, we can even come through here. I can use the controller, move the door out of the way, and in the cockpit we are. So, yeah, I got to work out how to lock a mesh because technically, whoops, that's the green screen. Because technically, I can probably pick up a lot of the ship and just start disassembling it. But could you imagine this in like an automotive assembly line going, oh, no, this piece can't be there. That engine does not work. And then coming here, oh, those panels, we'll get rid of them. And look at the crux of the ship. Yes. Can these be a different color? That. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Ah. Go check out my YouTube channel on how I made this. I made this all pretty much on live stream. So also share this stuff.